You guys, welcome back to the broadcast. Brewing that perfect cup of coffee can be a tricky task, but coffee mavens Carlene, oh my gosh, I don't know how to say your last name. Carlene and Kevin, they have taken the art out of coffee.
And Rita.
No, Rita's not here today.
Yes.
Oh, Rita's here. Where's Rita?
Rita's over there.
Oh, there's Rita. Guys, obviously I need a cup of coffee, but here's the deal. They have taken the art of coffee to a whole other level. So they are from Pearl Cup Coffee House, and they're going to kind of show us some new ways to brew coffee.
Yes, manual brewing today.
Manual brewing. Okay.
The nice thing about coffee is that you can experiment on your own. So this is really sort of like wine, where you can taste your... Yeah, everyone has their own palate, so it's very interesting. You can experiment and kind of find your own likes and dislikes with coffee.
And I think this can be intimidating to people because I think a lot of people they go buy a coffee maker and they put the filter in there and then they buy their favorite Folgers and they're done and they don't ever experiment because they might be intimidated. Because I know when I go to coffee houses, it can be intimidating. So which is why I get the same thing every time.
Well,
so trying new things is always fun.
The nice thing about the coffee shop that, Pearl Cup is we don't allow you to really be scared when you're ordering. We engage you and we ask you what you like.
I think what's interesting is that your company, Pearl Cup, you and your partner, Rita, took your retirement and went out on a limb and opened the first coffee place, the coffee house. And now you're getting ready to expand into 3. You're in Richardson and you're in...
And we have one downtown in the D Magazine building.
Yes,
St. Paul.
So this is great. And what's interesting here is all of these coffee brewers are really older.
They are.
There's nothing new here.
What do we have here? We've got...
This is the Chemex. This is what we're going to show you today.
This looks like a science project to me.
It was actually... It was actually developed by a chemist, so you're exactly right there.
Well, there you go.
In the 1940s, and you can see this actually in lots of movies.
And how does this work?
So I guess I'll go ahead and do a demo of it. You measure out your coffee.
Okay.
It's got a little scale there.
We do have a scale. It has to be precise. We use 40 grams of coffee.
40 grams. And we can use any coffee?
How many 40 grams? How many ounces is 40 grams?
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect.
How many ounces is 48 grams of coffee?
Oh,
well, that's why we use the scale, because you can
go
to the grams. Well, because we weigh everything to make sure that it's precise.
But I want to know ounces.
So it's 2 grams of coffee per 1 ounce of water.
Okay.
So that's how you gauge.
And so you time it, and then you pour.
Yeah, and so we want to have about a 2.5 to 3 minute extraction. So I'm going to go ahead and start the timer.
And is this like a normal filter?
It's actually a Chemex filter. You have to use this specific filter for this brew method, which is the Chemex brewer.
Okay, this is very intense.
And what's interesting is he is timing all of this on his iPhone.
Yes.
Okay, so while that happens, what is all this over here?
These are just different ways to brew coffee. So this is a clever, and you just do the same thing basically, only you immerse the coffee with the water and you put the lid on and you allow it to sit for 3 minutes.
Does this sit in something?
After it brews for 3 minutes, you put it on your coffee cup and it automatically just empties into the cup. Yes.
I love that. Okay, and then a French press. I have a French press, and I love French presses.
That's probably the most prominent, what people are used to using at home. And what's really nice about the French press and the Chemex, it's basically the same type of coffee taste, only you get a nice cleaner feel with the Chemex, because this has a little bit more sediment to it. So.
Now, when people go in and they order coffee, do they get it from one of these containers, or do you have a big coffee machine, or what?
We do.
Do you brew it 1 cup at a time?
We do that, and we also have the drip coffee, which is made in the bigger pots.
You must love coffee.
So I do love coffee.
How many cups do you have a day? And what's normal to have?
Do you know, I've actually
Because people say like you can't have more than, what, 2 cups a day?
I've actually started cutting back a little bit, but we won't really.
You're like, shouldn't have
tell us how much you have a day.
Probably 2 or 3 cups of coffee. I don't drink a whole lot because it's fabulous coffee, and I do treat it as a treat.
So it's like wine. You should maybe just have 2 a day.
Now you
Unless
said
you're my dad, he drinks it all day long.
This coffee is from Oklahoma?
Our roaster is from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Topeka Coffee, and he has his own farm in El Salvador.
Oh, how great. So then he farms it over here and then roasts it.
He farms it in El Salvador, and then brings it here.
Well, I am so excited to taste this during the break. You guys, you can go try coffee at the Pearl Cup anytime. You definitely need to, you'll get to see what you've been missing. Oh, I can't wait to taste it. Okay, you can find them online at pearlcupcoffee.com.